Hello, you are joining me in Liverpool. Let's get out there.
So here we have Bertie and Bella. So Bella is the lyra bird that looks out to the Mersey, looking out for the sailors. And Bertie is the lyra bird that looks out over the city of Liverpool, keeping it safe. And the legend goes that if ever the two should meet, then well, they would fly off and Liverpool would be no more, cast into the Mersey forever. View behind me here of the Port of Liverpool, the Cunard Building and the Liver Building, and me, the Four Graces. So here we have the Beatles statue. So this is the statue of the Fab Four. So you can see the three Graces and the Fab Four. I don't know who the horse is. I need to find out about who is on the horse. Didn't die in battle though. Apparently you can tell how someone died by the statue they're on. I think if the horse is rearing, then they died in battle. If the horse just has one leg up, they died of their injuries from the battle. And if the legs are down, they didn't. Apparently that is true. Please do. Do you know about that? Let me know if you do. Sure, it's mandatory to get a photo of you with the Fab Four. So here we go. Great view here of the Three Graces, flags are flying and moody sky. So we have the Liver Building with those famous Liver birds. We have the Cunard Building and we have the Port of Liverpool. A very unique looking museum of Liverpool building. Looks like one of those like dystopian eyeglass things that you would see people wearing in a kind of terrifying vision of the future where no one sees except what they want you to see. Alright, maybe that was a little bit dramatic, but you can definitely see what I mean. It is a very unique looking building. The Museum of Liverpool. I'm going to attempt the name of these. The banana llamas? Banana llamas? I don't know. But are they supposed to be a cross between a banana and a lamb? Llama, banana, llama. What are they called? Please let me know. So this is a bit here acknowledging Liverpool's involvement in the transatlantic slave industry. This is the dry docks. The ships would have docked and been repaired. We have the Tate Modern over here, Liverpool Tate. I don't know if it's the Tate Liverpool Modern or just the Tate Liverpool, but it's closed for a refurb. So here we have the Albert Dock. There is the Liverpool Tate there, which is currently closed for that refurb. In the background there, you can see the Liverpool Wheel. I'm calling it the Liverpool Wheel. It's not the Liverpool Eye, because that would be plagiarism. It's a great viewpoint. You've got the Mersey there. You've got Pier Head. You've got the statue to the working horses of Liverpool. You can see the Three Graces there in the background. You've got the building here, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a cultural place. It's got like art places and food and stuff. Have the propeller from the Louisiana, I'm probably saying that completely wrong. In the distance there, you can see the radio tower. I don't know what these more sort of modern buildings are called. You've got the pump house here. And then we come round to the Albert Dock. I love this view of the Three Graces, the Liverpool Museum and Pier Head. And what an excellent place to situate the crossing statue and the view that they would have been greeted with. And the noises too. Alright, seagulls. Seagull here surveying the view of Albert Dock. My favourite things to do on a city break is to get up early and go out for a walk. It is wonderful to wake up with a city, and you usually get to see so much, and when it's quieter as well. Like this morning I've got some really nice footage, taken some really nice photographs. It's definitely one of my absolute favourite things to do. This is the Malmaison behind me, where I have spent 2 pretty cool nights. So here is the room that we have breakfast in. We've got some toppings here, seeds and kind of various dried fruits. For the vanilla yogurt, there's also some other different flavour yogurts here as well. We've got some granola, some fresh fruit, apricots, some more top fresh fruits, and also there is a hand gel, which I think is a really good idea because everyone's coming and helping themselves. So we've got a variety of, we've got water, fresh juice, that's a whole thing of milk, and then we've got our pastries, all the Panoramic, pain au chocolat, croissants, delicious, they smell amazing. The infernal toasting machine, which you only ever see in hotels. I don't think anyone's got. You've got one in your kitchen? We also have Marmite and a selection of spreads and stuff, and some coffee machines. So yeah, not the biggest selection, but everything you could probably need. What do I make of the Malmaison in Liverpool? Well, when I first checked in, I did really like the kind of moody, dark aesthetic, the fire pit that greets you, a really cool feature. They were really sweet when I checked in. The young lad told me that it was only his 3rd day. I asked him, how do they treat you here? And he said, so far so good. So, that's always reassuring if staff are kind of talking positively about working somewhere. Actual room itself I really like. I think it's a really good size. Staying places on my own, I do quite like to have a smaller room. It does feel much more cozy. I booked the Club Deluxe primarily because I wanted a bath and I wanted a view of the Mersey, and I got both of those things. I always think if there is a certain feature or certain something that you want out of a hotel room, just go for that room that has got that feature, and then you're just more likely to be kind of overall satisfied with it, rather than if you're kind of just hoping that it's got a certain feature. You just go for the stuff that you actually really want, and then if there is kind of anything added bonus extra, then you kind of feel really excited about that, as opposed to kind of feeling a bit disappointed. Had everything that I think you would need from a short stay. I think the coffee machine, the espresso coffee machine, is a really nice touch. It's really nice that everything is branded. It's really cute. You've got like the Malmaison brand on the cups. It's even on the telephone. I really like the lighting. A couple of nice kind of lamps, so you can kind of tailor the lighting to your needs. The view out of the window of the Mersey is just incredible. The view of the kind of full Mersey, and then the sort of little dock bit at the front. So I think that is fantastic. The hotel itself, in terms of things that they have here, the restaurant downstairs, which I only had for breakfast. I didn't go to the bar, I didn't go to the restaurant or anything like that while I was here, but there is the option to do that. We had the gym that we went to. It didn't look like a particularly high-tech gym, but it would have got the job done if you just wanted to go for a quick workout while you were staying. The bed itself, it's a great size. Mattress is probably a bit firm for my liking, but that is just kind of personal taste. I did think it was a little bit too firm. It's great that they've got extra pillows as well, so you can kind of have as many pillows as you like. The pillows were lovely, and the duvet is a really nice, comfortable duvet as well. Noise from outside, like from the window, like you cannot hear anything at all, which is lovely. Like you can kind of watch the world go by, you can see, but you can't hear anything. Of service, I did get room service, which was the food was really good. I did ask if they could bring me up a few more milks and another coffee bag. They told me that I had to go downstairs to reception to get that, so maybe I was asking a little bit too much of them there. Breakfast, so the first morning. And my grilled kippers were really nice, although I did cringe a bit when they came out because they did stink. I felt a bit bad for other diners, but they were really tasty. And they were hot as well. Whereas breakfast this morning, it was a lot busier. I think being a Saturday morning this morning, it was a lot busier. They had the eggs California, and that they were just a bit cold. And I don't know if that's because the avocado that they put on there was cold, so it just kind of made everything else cold. One of the eggs was perfectly cooked, nice and runny yolk. The other was definitely over, so it's a bit of a mixed bag there. So I had a side of bacon, which was cold. And it was a shame because it looked like it was perfectly cooked, but yeah, it was just cold. Also, it was a bit odd as well when the guy brought it over to me. He kind of just plonked it down on the side of the table. He kind of didn't even put it in front of me. Oh, I don't know what that was about. But the women who sat me to my desk to the table were lovely. They were really, really nice. So overall, I think it has been a great stay. That they have mental health first aiders on site as well, which I think is always really reassuring to know. They kind of partnership with the Brain charity as well, which is nice. They've got that kind of social, corporate responsibility bit on there as well, which I think is good. Also, the option as well, not to have your room cleaned while you're here, and you get a drinks voucher instead. I don't know. I like to have the room clean. I just think it's nice to come back and it all be sort of looking nice for you. It's a bit of a perk of when you're away at a hotel, you don't have to do those things yourself. Maybe it's because as well, I live on my own, so I normally have to do all that sort of stuff for myself. It's just nice to kind of have someone else do it for you. The location of this place is fantastic. You are literally right by the Three Graces, right on the Merseyside. So yeah, I think it is an incredible location. So all in all, I think for the price that I paid, I think with breakfast I might have been a bit disappointed if I paid the full whack for the breakfast. I like having breakfast on site. It just kind of takes the kind of cognitive load away from having to walk around and find somewhere to have breakfast. I can just fit more in if I know that I can just have breakfast where I am and then just head off and enjoy the city. So yeah, I have loved Liverpool. I think Liverpool has been very good to me. I love the kind of atmosphere, the culture. Yeah, absolutely have. I've really loved it, and I will be visiting Liverpool again, no doubt. And I'd come back here as well. I'd come back to the Malmaison. Even if the bed was a little bit firm for my liking, I would definitely still return.